Hi, I'm Rose and I'm going to be doing today's Get the Gloss in 7 challenge. My friend Bryony has challenged me. She actually did a lovely video that's worth watching. Smoky eye, nice red lip. I'm going to do something a little bit more kind of neutral and brown, bit of a 90s look if I can. So, kicking off, I've got my laptop here with my 7 minutes. Here we go. Now, I've already moisturised, so if that's cheating, I do apologise. And I'm going to go in with some IT Cosmetics CC cream in the shade medium. I work with IT Cosmetics as a brand ambassador, but how that partnership came about was that I was never stopping talking about this CC cream, because as you can see, it is so quick. I've got a lot of redness in my skin, so it really helps to cover that and neutralise it, and it's just brilliant. It's like skincare infused makeup. So I'm going to buff this all over to create a really full coverage finish. All my brushes are freshly washed, by the way. I think if you're someone that is often short on time, keeping your brushes clean makes all the difference, because as you can see here, that makeup is just gliding on. So just leave your brushes by the washing up is my favourite tip, and then they'll always get done every night, and then they don't build up either. Like as and when you use a brush, just throw it there. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of setting powder. This is the IT by Pores powder, down the T-zone, and I'm just going to lock a tiny bit of powder everywhere, just to seal it in, but I don't want to ruin that glow. Now, one of the best tips I was ever given, I'm going in with my bronzer now. David Horn, who has a makeup school in London called House of Glam Dolls, he teaches his students finish then finesse. So what he says is get the bulk of it on, get it on so that, you know, worst case scenario, you are ready to run out the door. But then if you find you've got a little bit of extra time, that's when you continue to build. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my basics on, and then I'm gonna leave my eyes till last so that I just build them as much as I've got time to do. Now I'm going in with a tinted eyebrow gel from Hourglass. This is great because it's gonna shape my brows and add a bit of colour at the same time. I love a really brushed brow. I just think it keeps your makeup looking really fresh and soft and still looks really polished. And if you're wearing a heavier eyeshadow, that will help to make sure everything still looks quite soft, even if you've gone to town. Going in with a bit of a Pixie Liner. These are great if you're in a rush, because they're so creamy. You don't have to wrestle with them, they just go straight on. I'm going on the upper and lower waterline with that. There we go. Now, this is where the magic is going to happen. Charlotte Tilbury does these Look in a Palette palettes. So that's everything I need to do my face. So first of all, I'm going to take some of these shadows on my lids. There's an Eye Enhance. They all say on them what they do. So I'm going to take Eye Enhance, which is a soft gold, all over the lids. And then there's another one called Eye Smoke, and I'm going to take that one just in the corners on another clean fluffy brush. And all of these colours are kind of rose goldens that are designed to make every eye colour pop. How am I doing for time? Oh, I need to look at this. I'm looking at my phone. And now my iPad is frozen. I've got less than 3 minutes. Okay. So I'm about in line with what it says on my timer on my phone in front of me. Okay. Eye Smoke on a fluffy, that's actually a Charlotte Tilbury brush as well. Patting off any excess on the back of my hand so that I don't put too much on at any one time. Just going to put some of that through the socket. Now I feel like I've gone in too quickly with that and I've started to mess up. Give me a second. and I will soften that right out. See, this is what happens when you rush. I know sometimes we only have 7 minutes. Okay, I've salvaged that. I know sometimes we only have 7 minutes, but if you can just give it another couple of minutes, the difference it makes, because I do think a lot of these basic mistakes that we can make time and time again, whether it's putting a bit too much on, whether it's something going on a bit clumpy and you're worrying how to buff it out, a lot of those things do come from doing it quickly. That said, look how quickly we've managed to get that on. Okay, I'm on 1 minute 41, so it's time to go in with some mascara. At least now, my eyes will be near enough done, and any other finessing, as David would put it, will be a bonus. Now, the next most time consuming thing is going to be my lipstick. So I'm going to do that next. I've got 1 minute and 8. This is Stoned Rose from Charlotte Tilbury as well. Designed to go with that palette. Lovely. Now, I've just put the lid of my CC cream on that lipstick, so that'll tell you how well we're doing here. Taking a bit of bronzer through those cheeks to warm me up. Oh my gosh, this has gone off again. 34 seconds, okay. Now, I'm gonna take a little bit of these blushers, get that on. Now that feels a bit heavy, I think we can all agree on that. So I'm gonna take a tiny bit of Doll Beauty Pretty Little Glow. I didn't leave a highlighter brush here and I've only just realised. I'm gonna dot a bit of that everywhere, because when the light catches it, it is just gonna soften the appearance. I've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. So, there we have it. I feel like it's definitely a little bit rough around the edges. I could do with a little blending brush to just soften it here and there. Can I just show you what I would have done with a couple of extra minutes? Tiny bit of lip liner makes all the difference. So this is the kind of step I would have done on the tube. And tidied up. That's a Peaches liner in Borderline. Look how much that has neatened everything up. And then I think if I'd had another little second, just to show you how the extra time would give you a few little tweaks, I'd have probably done a tiny bit of liner in these outer corners to just give it an extra bit of depth. Nothing too fancy, just to pull it all together. A tiny bit more. Okay, well that's me done. I hope you enjoyed. Bryony, thanks so much for nominating me. So now, getting the gloss in 7, I'm gonna nominate Ashley. Ashley is the queen of a 5-minute face, so I feel like she's actually going to do really well on this because I'm giving her another 2 minutes grace. So Ashley, I look forward to seeing what you make, and I hope you enjoyed the video and get the gloss. Thank you for having me. I'll see you soon.